Hey everybody, welcome to the stream and welcome back to Broken Sword, Shadow of the Templars. Going to continue on the trail of this killer clown that, well, not just a clown, he apparently is a costume killer that is... I mean, we've discovered evidence of a secret society, possibly of Templars, but it seems like the killer is not one of them, it might be targeting them. But yeah, we're controlling these two people, in France, and I think her father might be involved in this secret society. He was just an American that just happened to be in one of the crime scenes, and now he, I guess, wants revenge. But yeah, been a while since I last played this. Almost a month now. Oh, I had to stop streaming for a while. Then I came back, and then I had to travel out of town for Christmas break. But I am back now. I won't be leaving again for New Year's. I will be spending it home, so I should be back streaming full time. Well, my normal schedule, not full time. I've never been a full time streamer, but I mean, going back to streaming regularly. But yeah, let's see. I think I remember last time we found jacket of his that had an address of a tailor that might have repaired his jacket, or might have been a costume shop where he bought... Yeah, I think we also found the address of a costume shop where he bought his clown nose. So yeah, I think this is where we're going to be continuing. We unlocked new areas in the map. Where can I see the map again? I gotta remember how to play. Restore is load. Yeah, seems like we're 24% done in the game. Hopefully we beat it in just 4 streams. I mean, I have already played this, but it's been a long time, so I forgot about all the puzzles. But from what I remember, the puzzles aren't really that hard, so I shouldn't get stuck for too long in any one place. I think I got stuck at a couple places where I had to like try everything on everything else only a couple times, but most of the puzzles are pretty straightforward. As long as you explore everything and talk to everyone. But yeah, I think these are his notes. Yeah, this should help. This should help with remembering what happened last time. Met a little guy in the courtyard near the cafe. He saw a man running away after the bomb blast, wearing a jacket made of the same material I found the sewers. He gave the jacket away straight away. I got the phone number of the tailor who made it, so I might have a lead. Yeah, there you go. But I think we also might have yeah, something that was inside the clown nose. We have a tissue with the remainder of the clown makeup, the piece of his jacket, and the tool we used to open the sewer the manhole cover to go to the sewers. No, this is back. Oh, I think we just step out to gain access to the map. Here we go. Chandelverte, Rue Jerry, Poste de Police. Rue Jerry is where we are right now, right? Café de Chandelverte. Oh, let's check out over here. Oh yeah, this is where the bomb exploded. The clown committed his assassination by going into a cafe where the person who was waiting to meet with Nico here, the woman, he arranged. I mean, I guess they bugged her phone, so when he arranged to meet her in this cafe, they knew exactly where this person was going to be, and so the clown went and dropped a bomb, dropped a package containing a bomb to kill him, so he wouldn't say anything. Jerry should be her apartment, yeah. So where... I can only go to these places. Can I not go to the costume shop, or... Oh, I guess I can go to the police station. And let's just check out what's going on over here.
Excuse me.
Not so fast. I'd like your personal details, please.
Huh? What for?
In the event of an accident, it would help us to know where to send the body.
Why are you expecting an accident to occur, right? Okay.
Look, is this really necessary? I came in here to talk to Rosso.
Why did you not say? He's not here.
But
Do you wish to leave a message for him? I have a choice of blue or black pen. I'd recommend the blue for a less formal communication.
I'd prefer to talk to him in person.
As you wish, monsieur.
I guess it's no use. Oh yeah, what about the other guy?
Is Sergeant Moo available?
What?
Sergeant Moo.
You want to speak to him?
Yeah, Rosso is
I
I guess the
cannot
police
recall
commissioner
the
or
last time someone
who
has to
was
speak.
investigating the
No
bombing.
one ever speaks to him. Not even his kids. Ah bien.
Whoa.
He is not here, monsieur. He is with Inspector Rosso, like Laurel and Keaton. No, monsieur?
Hardy. Oliver Norville Hardy.
Might as well show. I think I remember showing everyone in the game the clown nose. So might as well.
I found this red nose near the Café de la Chandelle Verte.
A clown's nose?
That's right. The guy who wore this is a savage killer.
If you say so, monsieur.
I found this scrap of material in the sewer.
Vraiment?
It was probably torn from the clothes of a
Vraiment?
psychotic killer.
Even if you were Sherlock Holmes, I would have trouble believing you.
Yeah, I mean, he's just as far as you know, he's just some random guy that just showed up. Why would he believe him? Anything he says?
I found this tissue.
What the hell is that?
It's evidence.
Evidence of what? Mayonnaise smuggling?
The sticky stuff is grease paint.
Ah, and that is supposed to make me happy, is it? I suggest you think long and hard about what you are doing with your life, monsieur.
Have you any idea what this tool is used for?
Oui, monsieur. It is a dip stick.
Okay.
Thanks for your help, officer.
So maybe we are too early here, and we just can't do anything. But I don't know.
It was just some police paperwork, a search warrant. It was a public telephone.
Can I use it to call the tailor, maybe? Yeah.
Hello? Who is this?
Mr. Todrick?
Oh, it's you again. What now?
Nothing, I guess. There's no prompt.
Thanks for nothing, Todrick.
Yeah, shouldn't I be able to also, like, switch between people? Maybe not now. I mean, eventually I think I'll be able to go from controlling him to controlling the girl, so... if there's anything else to do here. Go back to her apartment. Maybe there's something I
It was
missed.
the door to Nico's apartment.
Yeah. I thought knowing a new location would have unlocked it on the map.
Remembering the flower seller's advice, I pushed the door gently just above the lock. Hi.
Bonjour. I'm glad you could make it, monsieur.
Please, call me George.
Fine. I'm Nicole. Take a seat, George.
Oh. Wait, the game saved after... I mean, I saved the game after their conversation, but when I restored it, it was before their
Okay.
conversation?
And what have you been up to?
I've been exploring the sewers underneath the cafe.
I thought I could smell something bad.
The clown used the sewer to escape and to change out of his costume. I
Maybe
guess
not.
he was in a hurry. He left his jacket behind.
And?
I got his tailor's phone number.
You had better luck than I did.
Luck, she said. Luck. Hard work, I'd call it. What happened?
My editor told me to drop this story. Can you believe it?
But you're not going to do that.
Oh no. I'm going to find out what's behind these killings. It just doesn't.
Yeah, she's a
add up.
reporter.
Almost feels like some sort of conspiracy.
Someone's trying to
The
suppress
police
the
in
story
3
she was
different
about to
countries have kept very
write.
quiet about the murders. The press don't connect them at all. They blame them on political, religious, or militant minority extremists.
Well, that covers just about everyone.
Okay, so I guess we'll have this conversation again.
Tell me more about yourself.
There's nothing much to tell.
Well, how'd you get into photography?
I guess I owe that to my father. He bought me my first camera. I was 8, and my parents had just split up.
Tell me more about the clown's previous victims.
The first was Arnaud Bellotta, the millionaire pharmaceutical baron. He made his money from amphetamines in the post-war slimming and diet boom. Imagine it, millions of housewives literally speeding their butts off. The only witness in the case was his Filipino au pair. She swears he was lured to his death by a snowman.
What about the clown's second victim?
Yamada, the controversial Japanese politician. He inherited his fortune from his father's electrochemical consortium.
How did he die?
At the hands, or should I say flippers, of a giant emperor penguin.
A snowman, a penguin, and now a clown.
I had been about to add mine to the list, but stopped myself. I really didn't want to have to explain to George about my father's involvement with Cachon.
You know, I hate to admit it, but this is scary. And I'll tell you this, I will not be accepting any invitations to costume parties.
I don't blame you for being scared. I am too. But this story could be my only chance for a big break.
Or an early death.
Yeah, there's always the risk when you go off on your own and after a killer. And yeah, this Carchon was a guy in the beginning of the game that was killed by a mime. While she was about to interview him, I guess, he asked her to give an interview. Maybe he was about to say something, but he got murdered before he had the chance.
Did you live with your father?
Yes. My mother went off with her new boyfriend. I didn't mind. Papa was all I needed. 4 years later, he died in a plane crash.
Oh, I'm sorry.
It's all right. I don't mind talking about it.
Was it an accident or was
more
he
like an older
killed?
brother, really. Always joking and laughing. Papa always wanted me to study art. That's why I went to college.
Did you learn about photography at college?
God, no. I couldn't afford the materials. We were billed for everything we used. Paint, canvas, paper. Most of my year turned to minimalism. It was cheaper. I used to go poaching in the park for squirrel hair. The only time I wasn't hungry was the term I did printing. I used to eat the potatoes.
You're making fun of me, aren't you?
Oh, no.
I guess squirrel hair to make the brushes and printing as in potato printing, like carving the potatoes and using them as stamps, I guess. Okay, so remember I showed her the clown nose and she saw the dress inside.
I found this false nose in the sewer.
Hey, what's this inside it?
The contents of someone's nose?
Don't be cross, George.
You.
It says La Risée du Monde. Masks and costumes. It's a costume shop near the Gare Saint-Lazare.
I'll check it out. Maybe the owner remembers who hired the clown costume.
Yeah, so even though we got the number of the tailor, he won't talk to us. We can't go see him, but yeah, we got the address of the
I have to
costume
go.
place.
Okay, I'll see you later.
For some reason it didn't register when I saved the game, but okay, now it should be available on the map. There you go. Hello. Nice place you got here.
Excuse me.
Bonjour, monsieur. Please, come in. Welcome. Leave the mundane world behind, for in these 4 walls, fantasy is king.
I don't want a costume.
Didn't you ever dress up when you were a child?
Not that I remember.
Incredible! You'll be telling me next that you never shared your elder sister's lingerie.
I don't have a sister, and I think I'd look pretty silly in a brassiere. I just need some information.
Of course. How can I help you?
Okay.
Have you heard of a man named Plantile?
I do not recall anyone of that name.
Yeah, that's the guy who was killed. Okay. Here we go.
I'm looking for a man who hired a clown costume from you.
Oui, monsieur. I do not see how I can help.
Don't you keep a record of costumes that you've rented out?
Of course, monsieur, but...
Well, then, I'd like to check your records. Give me the names of everyone who's rented a clown suit.
Impossible. There are too many.
Really? How many people dress up as clowns in this city?
Do you want this red nose back?
Not after it's been worn, thank you.
No, so it was purchased, not rented then. The costume.
Does this dirty tissue mean anything to you?
Let me smell that.
Hmm? You.
Bestheimer's number 7 white pancake.
Theatrical grease paint, right?
Oui, monsieur.
Oh, we can
La
recognize by the
crème
smell.
De la crème of Thespian accoutrement.
Have you sold any of it recently?
Yes, 2 cans.
Okay. Pretty useless to ask about this, but not sure. Or maybe he'll recognize someone wearing this a jacket with this pattern.
Do you recognize this cloth?
Oui.
You do?
Mais oui. I served a man wearing a suit made from the same material.
There we go.
Do
That
you
should
remember
narrow
his
it.
name?
No?
That should narrow it down. Maybe not.
What does this tool mean to you?
Nothing, monsieur.
Might as well. Okay. Now what?
Thanks for your help, buddy.
My pleasure, monsieur.
Yeah, thanks for nothing.
Allow me
yeah.
to shake you by the hand.
Huh? Well, okay.
Ow! Hey!
What are you trying to do, kill me?
You did not find it amusing?
I never saw the funny side of electroshock therapy.
Eh bien, it is yours to keep. A gift?
Do I need a license?
No, but I give you a word of warning, monsieur.
What?
Remember to switch it off before you visit the toilet.
Oh dear. I guess I got a hand buzzer now, which maybe I can use to shock people randomly for no reason. Is this phonograph?
It was an antique phonograph, the kind you have to wind by hand.
Like the Death March or something? What? Oh dear. Don't see anything else. Hey, you want to shake my hand?
Oui, monsieur?
Do you want this buzzer back?
No, you keep it.
The clown I'm looking for is a cold-blooded killer. Give me his name, and I'll see he's brought to justice.
I'd help you if I could, but you can't expect me to remember all my customers. You see, the clown costume is our most popular line, monsieur. On average, we hire out more than 30 clown suits a week. You'll have to give me more to go by. A description, perhaps?
How come clowns are so popular?
I think it has something to do with their unpredictable nature.
Personally, I think clowns should be banned, along with mimes.
Oh, come now. Who doesn't love clowns?
Me, for one.
Yeah, if this guy did not have a fear of clown before, he does now after witnessing one dropping a bomb.
Do you want this
No.
Okay. So he asked for more information, but we gave the tailor.
Thanks for your help, buddy.
My pleasure, monsieur.
What else could we give him? I mean, do we really need to talk to the tailor first?
The guy's spoon-shaped face was mournful and humorless. He looked like a vegetarian in a slaughterhouse.
Maybe now I can go to the police station, something different. I think so. Yeah, I have a feeling that this is the kind of game where the
Hi there.
things in places will change depending on like events in other places, like triggering something. Like if I keep coming back here, the commissioner won't show up. But if something happens elsewhere, that will trigger something that will make him show up here.
I'd like to shake you by the hand.
Do you want to be arrested for assaulting a policeman?
Huh?
I noticed the shake and shock buzzer concealed in your hand.
Busted.
Thanks for your help, officer.
Oh well. Yeah, I guess I'll just have to keep visiting familiar locations until I come across something new. Oh, I can't even go inside in the cafe anymore. Yeah, this is where the bomb went off and blew up the inside of the cafe. I don't think I missed anything up here. That again. Hang on, maybe I should just... Oh, can I go in here again? Talk to the guy who gave me the jacket? Maybe he'll be able to tell me something about what he looked like? I can tell it to the costume shop guy?
Hi there. Remember me?
Ah, mais oui, Inspector. Have you found him?
Yeah, I'm the inspector.
The man in the sewer, of course.
I'm, sifting through the evidence.
Ah, rather you than me, monsieur. So, when you are not exploring sewers, what do you do?
I take a lot of showers.
Oh, very good, monsieur. A policeman with a sense of humor.
Oh well, guess I can't do much here. Maybe I'll talk to Nico again. Tell her what I found out or didn't find out. Well, back in Nico's apartment.
Oh, hello.
Should we?
The guy at the novelty shop gave me this.
What is it?
A hand buzzer. You put it in your hand and give people electric shocks.
Why?
It's a gag. A practical joke.
If you ever use it on me, I'll break your arm.
Okay. I get the picture.
Yeah, I wasn't planning on doing that.
I found a piece of material near the cafe. When I showed it to the concierge, he recognized it right away.
It's very distinctive, all right. Just wait until you see this. I developed the film I shot at the cafe. Here, Georges. It's an enlargement I made.
Oh yeah, I forgot that she showed us
Look
the picture.
what that guy's wearing.
Checkered pants. The same material as I found in the sewer.
That's right. This guy shouldn't be difficult to find.
Oh no?
Yeah, now the costume guy who should recognize him.
Scar in the shape of a horseshoe.
Or a crescent moon.
We have already seen that, but because I guess restarted it, it didn't register. Okay, now we have a lead. Hang on.
I have to go.
Okay.
Yeah, bye.
I'll see.
Yeah, I forgot. I thought of the. I thought the address of the costume shop was the only thing we got from her last time. Been a while, so.
The guy's spoon shape. He looked like a vegetarian.
Right.
Oui, monsieur.
Yeah. Here's what the guy who rented the clown costume looked like. What's his name?
Do you recognize this man?
Ah oui, he was here this morning. That is the man to whom I sold the grease paint. I remember the scar on his face. He chose two costumes. Bozo the clown and Seamus the pixie.
A
Seamus the
pixie?
Pixie.
Very smart. Green silk with a taffeta lining. He gave me his name as Monsieur Khan.
I don't think that really helps a lot, but it might have been a fake name, but for all we know.
Thanks for your help, buddy.
My
Okay, maybe Maybe with the name Khan we can call the tailor? Oh, hey, look at that. See what I mean? Something triggered and now the inspector is here.
Hello? Who is this?
Mr. Todrick?
Oh,
Here we go.
The man I'm looking for is called Khan. He bought a suit from you, remember?
Mr. Khan. Yes, I remember him. Yes, I delivered the suit to his hotel. The Hotel Ubu. I don't remember the room number. It was upstairs. The second room on the right-hand side of the corridor.
Thanks, Todrick. That's all I wanted to know. Now I've got you, Mr. Clown.
Nice. I mean, he's probably not there anymore, but we still might find something if that's the room where he stayed in. Okay, so can I talk to the inspector now?
Sergeant Moon?
Clearly there.
Monsieur Stobart, n'est-ce pas?
That's correct. You remember me.
The retention of such data is part of my duty as a gendarme. That is how crime is fought, through attention to detail, not intuition.
Yes, sure.
Yeah, this is not the same guy we talked to before. He is the one who was accompanying the inspector.
I was one of the last people to see the victim alive, Sergeant.
Does that worry you?
Yes, it does. I feel I owe it to him to find his killer.
That is best left to the authorities, monsieur. Did he speak to you? Tell you anything?
No, he just grinned and nodded.
Don't let it trouble you, monsieur. Go home and try to forget.
I mean, I do have a lead on the killer, but...
Do you know a man named Khan? He's a shifty-looking guy with a scar on his right cheek.
No, monsieur. Has this man any connection with the bombing of the cafe?
Yes. I believe Khan was the name he used when he hired the clown costume.
Yeah, the name he used, so probably not his real name, but... Yeah, I guess it makes sense to just tell the police everything we know.
Do you recognize the man in this photograph?
No, monsieur.
It's the guy who bombed the cafe. The clown.
This man looks nothing like a clown.
He's taken off his grease paint and costume.
Then there is nothing to link this man with the killing.
Nothing? Look at those murderous eyes.
Hardly likely to get him convicted.
I mean, there's the... where is the piece of fabric that was found in the sewer in the same place with the clown nose and grease paint? That connects the guy to the clown costume. He's wearing the pants with the same pattern as the jacket.
Is Rosso here?
Yes, he is. You wish to speak to him?
Sure.
Yes, I do.
One moment, monsieur. It's Stobart, monsieur. He insists on talking to you again.
Did he say what it was about?
No, monsieur.
Very well.
I do have a lead on the killer. I know where he might be or where he was. It's got to be some useful information, right?
Me?
But of course, Mr. Stobart. My mind is a well-ordered faculty. A mental classification system that's the envy of the Bibliothèque Nationale. No tricks, mark you, monsieur. Just exercise. Just as our muscles waste through inactivity, so our minds decay. But there is no need. If only people would learn to exercise their wits daily.
If he was trying to impress me, it worked. He was pompous and patronizing, but he had style.
Eh bien, if you called about the bombing, you're too late. Investigations have been closed.
Wait, what?
But
I have been taken off the case.
what about the murderer, the dead guy?
It is out of my hands.
Huh. Well, yeah, maybe someone else is trying to suppress the police as well. Keep them from investigating. Like the Templars.
Did you find out the ID of the guy who was killed in the explosion?
I already knew who he was.
Hey, Bear King. Welcome. I'm continuing my investigations.
Don't you want to know what I found out about the killer?
I told you, monsieur, the case is closed. I have washed my hands of the whole
Thanks for
affair.
subscribing.
Then I'll have to continue my investigations without
Almost
your
a year now.
No.
Thanks.
You must forget the business of the clown completely. Go back to being an ordinary tourist, Stobart.
I'm gonna be a vigilante here in Paris. Find out, catch the killer myself. I mean, I'm not part of the police, so they can't suppress me.
I heard that the bomb victim's name was Plantar.
Your sources are reliable.
He was a big shot at the Treasury, wasn't he? Maybe that's why you've been taken off the case.
I'm sorry, monsieur. I cannot comment.
Okay.
So long, Inspector.
I guess it's up to me. Should we?
Would you like to shake my hand, Sergeant?
Not while I'm on duty, monsieur. The gesture could be misconstrued.
Misconstrued.
I found this red nose in the sewer.
What were you doing down there?
Fishing for clues. That's where the clown went.
You still insist you saw a clown, monsieur?
Of course. And this novelty nose proves it.
It will take more than a plastic proboscis to convince Inspector Rousseau.
You don't want this as evidence, then?
Certainly not, monsieur.
Yeah, it's pretty good animation overall.
See you later, Sergeant.
I mean, it doesn't really look like one of the typical LucasArts animations, but it's still very well done. I mean, I'm not sure if you were here last time where we saw one of the actual cutscenes where they showed like a full screen animation. And right now you only see like the character portraits moving around and some of the characters moving, but yeah, there are a couple of areas where they had like full screen animations, so it was feels very much like you're playing a cartoon, animated adventure.
The man looked like an amiable Bigfoot.
What?
The guy looked just like a weasel.
Yeah, these two criminals. I mean, I don't want to judge them by their appearance, but they seem a little shifty. Yeah, very sus.
Excuse me?
Yeah?
Have you seen a clown around here?
Have you seen a guy dressed as a clown?
No, I ain't. Don't tell me I missed him. Oh, that's too bad. I love the clowns, don't you?
I've seen daytime television that was funnier.
I love it when the little guys get hurt.
That figures.
Custard pies, hose pipe down the pants, then smack! A plank in the kisser.
Okay.
Do you happen to know a guy named Khan?
That ain't nobody I know.
Yeah, I mean, I wasn't expecting just random people on the street to know someone who stayed at this hotel.
You ever meet a guy called Plantar?
No, I ain't.
You missed
Might
your
as well
chance.
ask everyone.
If you're quick, you'll catch him at the coroner's.
Yeah, that's a weird way to say someone just died. Okay.
Shake my hand.
Nah.
Oh, rats.
Come on, I'm not gonna get to use this buzzer on anyone.
Have you ever seen this clown's nose before?
Nope.
Do you recognize the guy in this photograph?
Is this a trick question?
No, I simply asked if you recognized him.
Okay then. No, I don't.
Okay.
See you later.
Not if you see me first.
Hoist.
Excuse me.
Yes?
Hello?
I'm looking for a clown.
Are you trying to be funny?
No, I really am looking for a clown.
There are no clowns here except you.
Hey.
Do you know a man by the name of Khan?
No, I don't.
It's very important I get to see him, and
I told you. I don't know it.
have you heard of a guy called Plantar?
No. That name means nothing to me.
Okay, do you want to shake my
Will
hand?
you shake my hand?
Are you joking? Who knows where it has been?
I guess it's not safe to shake people's hands these days, but... Come on.
Do you recognize the guy in this photograph?
No, I never saw it.
Have you ever seen this clown's nose before?
No.
Oh well. I guess there's nothing I can do with these guys for now. Maybe they're just not completely unrelated to that crime. Okay.
The woman was obviously English. She had all the qualities of Boadicea, Elizabeth I, and Margaret Thatcher rolled into one. It wasn't a pretty sight.
Okay.
I recognized the guy. It was the Nobel Prize winner from the country whose name I couldn't pronounce.
Oh yeah, we saw his picture in the newspaper last time.
Excuse me, didn't I see your picture in the news? You're that Nobel Prize winner from some unpronounceable Eastern European state.
Yes, that is me.
Well, don't call your country's name
worry
unpronounceable.
you,
That's kind of rude.
Have you had any threats on your life? You know, mysterious phone calls, letters made up of headlines cut from the newspaper.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I mean, do I have any reason to suspect he might be the killer's next target?
Have you seen a clown?
I beg your pardon?
The clown. A guy in funny pants. Have you seen him?
My pants are from England, Marks and Spencer. They are a pleasure and a comfort to wear, with much support.
That's
real
not
glad
what
to
I
hear that.
asked. What?
You know, it's good to know you Nobel Prize winners are human too.
In my country, the people make do with string and egg cartoons.
For pants?
For everything. Oppression is the mother of ingenuity.
Oh.
Do you know a guy called Plantow?
I don't know anybody in Paris.
Oh, well, this guy's dead anyhow.
Why do you ask me about dead men? I have seen enough of death to last me a lifetime.
I'm, sure you have.
Could we?
May I shake you by the hand?
I do not shake the hands of imperialist dogs.
Now that's a real bad attitude problem you've got there.
I guess not. Oh well.
What does this clown's nose suggest to you?
In my country, we have no use for clowns.
I'm glad to hear it.
They were dealt with most severely in the last cultural cleansing.
Whoa.
What about the mimes? Did you get them too?
All gone. Our streets are mime-free.
Sounds like heaven.
Yay?
Do you recognize this man? He calls himself Khan.
Yeah,
Yes,
he stayed in this hotel.
I know this man. Why do you carry his photograph?
I'm a private detective.
Well, not really, but I guess I'm acting as a private detective. I'm actually a lawyer. I was a tourist in here in Paris when I witnessed the bombing that the clown killed someone with a bomb, and now I want to try and find this killer.
What's your interest in Khan?
He is an enemy of my people.
You know he's a killer.
Of course, amongst
Whoa.
other things.
Would you help me investigate Khan?
That is not possible. My instructions are to observe. I cannot jeopardize my position as an honored guest of this country's government.
So you're investigating Khan too?
Does this goo-smeared tissue mean anything to you?
No, it doesn't.
As well.
Have you any idea what this tool might be used for?
I cannot guess.
Would it mean anything if I told you it was for lifting drain covers?
Such technology fills me with wonder.
I think he's being sarcastic there.
Thanks for your help.
Goodbye.
Okay. Maybe the British woman
Hi
will
there, ma'am.
be of some help.
Well, hello. What can I do for you?
I'm
Oh, hey,
looking
Lep.
for a man.
You
Thanks for
disappoint
subscribing.
me, my dear. For one foolish moment I thought,
Hello.
but never mind. Aren't you going to tell me your name?
George Stobart, ma'am.
How sweet! I once had a stable boy called George. I am Lady Piermont. The common reaction is to kneel and stutter, but it's not obligatory.
A real lady?
Okay.
I mean, you're an honest-to-God aristocrat?
Oh, I don't know about that. Few of my ancestors are honest, not even to God. I can trace my family back to the Normans, but don't let that intimidate you, George. Beneath that impressive pedigree, I'm just flesh and blood. The blood may be blue, but the flesh is the plump beef of old England, so to speak. You appear distracted, George. Is there any way I can help you?
I guess. We'll see. How's Broken Sword? I'm enjoying it. I mean, got a little stuck at the beginning because I for some reason the game restored in a previous state than when I saved it. So I wasn't sure what happened, but I think we're back on track. And yeah, the puzzles in this game are usually pretty straightforward as long as you talk to everyone and find every item. They're not really that hard to figure out, so I shouldn't be stuck for too long here. And the characters are pretty interesting. And yeah, who are those two guys back outside?
Did you know there's a gangster out front?
What makes you think he's a gangster?
The Italian suit and the bulge in his pocket?
I know plenty of men with Italian suits and bulges in their pockets. That doesn't necessarily make them gangsters.
I mean, come on, they had gangster written all over their faces.
I'm looking for a murderer.
Good heavens! You're a private detective.
That's correct, ma'am.
I am now, I
What's the
guess.
term you Americans use? It's on the tip of my tongue.
I believe what you're thinking of is Dick.
Precisely.
Yeah, I guess Dick is an abbreviation of detective.
Are you here in Paris on vacation?
No, darling, I'm on holiday. I needed to get away after Algy's funeral.
Vacation? Holiday?
I didn't realize you were mourning the loss of a loved one.
I'm not. He was my husband.
Okay. Didn't love her husband.
I'm sorry to hear about your husband's death.
You wouldn't be if you knew him, my dear. It gave me the opportunity to take a well-deserved holiday. Daphne suggested a change of scenery. Paris, she said. A wild romance is just what you need to take your mind off the inquest. Well, the closest I came to romance was being wooed by a drunken Breton chef. I must say I was disappointed with his coq au vin. Not at all what I was expecting. I was thinking of cutting my holiday short, packing my bags and heading back to Hemel Hempstead. That was until last night.
Mm-hmm. So how did your husband die again? I'm kind of suspicious now.
What happened to you last night?
I was stricken, Mr. Stobart. Cupid's arrow has cleft my bosom.
They couldn't really miss.
It was just as I'd always imagined it should be. The intimacy of candlelight, romantic music tinkling across the room, and then a stranger's glance. Those brooding eyes, that suave manner, those tight trousers. He was the man I'd been waiting for all my life.
I'm glad he finally turned up after all these years.
Ah, but it wasn't to be. He was merely toying with my affections. And if I ever catch up with him, he's dead.
Oh dear. Kind of afraid of you now. Was it him?
Have you come across a man who calls himself Khan?
I am familiar with only one person named Khan.
Genghis Khan, the legendary Mongol barbarian chieftain?
No, darling. Kevin.
Kevin Khan? I never heard of him.
I'd be most surprised if you had, darling. He's a pharmacist in Hemel Hempstead. Organizes fundraising for the Rotarians. Lovely man.
Does he have a scar on his cheek?
I really wouldn't know, sweetie.
Okay.
Who was the guy who led you on?
His name is Merlin.
Do you recognize the man in this photograph?
My God, it's him! That's Merlin!
Oh, so
She
they are the same
represented
person.
Everything I loved about the English. The lady was totally deranged. Merlin? You mean King Arthur's wizard?
Good heavens, no! Monsieur Merlin is a fellow guest. He's the man I've been telling you about. That's the man who spurned me.
Oh, so yeah, he went by the name Khan when he registered at the hotel and at the costume shop where he bought the costume of the killer clown, but I guess he told her his name was Merlin.
The man you know as Merlin is a fake.
What do you
Merlin.
mean, sweetie?
He's a murderer. He also uses the name Khan.
I am shocked, Mr. Stobart. Shaken. I took him to be a gentleman, a man of honor. Do you know, I'd rather like to assist you in stitching him up.
Yeah, he looked like a man of honor with his face, doesn't he? It's kind of...
When did you last see Merlin?
It was no more than an hour ago. He came downstairs and spoke to that clerk chappie. Something passed hands. I couldn't see what exactly.
A briefcase?
No, smaller than that. A bundle of papers, perhaps. The clerk put it in the hotel safe and Merlin went out.
Really?
Are you sure you saw Merlin putting documents in the safe?
Yes, darling, positive.
I wonder what they were.
Obviously something of great importance.
Yeah. I'd sure like to get my hands on whatever it is. I'll bet they had something to do with Plantar's briefcase.
Yeah, he stole the guy's briefcase before he dropped the package with the bomb that killed him.
Has Merlin returned to the hotel?
No, he hasn't. Are you going to search his room?
If I could get in there, I would.
Should we try the buzzer?
I just couldn't bring myself to use the buzzer on this dear lady.
Yeah, I guess not.
Do you know what this is?
At a guess, I'd say it was a clown's nose.
That's right. It was worn as a disguise by a vicious killer.
Ah, Mr. Merlin, perchance.
Yep.
That's him.
Okay, I don't think we need the rest. Okay. So where's this clerk person? Someone here? There you go. Ooh, I'm betting that's the key to his room.
The clerk wore a disdainful expression, like he'd been born with it. I want some
Hello.
information.
Who are you? The police?
I'm conducting a private investigation.
Ah, I know only too well what you mean. That is one of the drawbacks of the catering business. When people book into an hotel, they leave their morals at home, no?
Yeah. Can I get a look inside that safe?
I'd like to retrieve something from your safe.
Ah, oui, monsieur. May I see some form of identification?
Like what?
A driving license, perhaps?
I don't drive.
Your passport?
I don't have it with me. I could show you my operation scar.
I'm sorry, monsieur. I must have some form of unique ID.
You won't find a more unique ID than my scar.
I'm sorry. I must insist on a more traditional identification.
Rats.
I gotta find a way to distract him somehow so I can grab that key. Would you like to shake my hand?
Hey, shake my hand.
I'd rather not, monsieur. I'm still sore from the shock administered by one of the guests. He was secretly concealing an electrical device in the palm of his hand. Practical jokes are so puerile, don't you think?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, sure. Do you recognize this red nose?
No, monsieur.
Yeah, no one's here is gonna recognize him since I'm guessing he only put the costume on when he approached the cafe.
Do you recognize the man in this photograph?
Yes, monsieur. That man is one of our guests.
What name?
I cannot tell you that.
It's Merlin, isn't it? Alias Khan, the clown.
I told you, I cannot tell you that.
Fine.
Do you have a guest by the name of Khan?
No, monsieur. Perhaps you would care to check the register.
I'll check later.
The man who calls himself Khan has a scar on his right cheek.
Vraiment? I tell you.
Vraiment?
I do not know a man named Khan.
Maybe not, but I noticed a change in his expression when I mentioned the scar. Do you know a man named Plantar?
No, monsieur.
I'm looking for a man who dresses like a clown.
This is a highly respectable hotel, monsieur. There are no clowns here.
If you say so.
Hmm.
What do you make of this tissue?
Do you wish me to dispose of it for you, monsieur?
Hey, no! It could be useful. I'm holding on to this.
As you wish, monsieur. Perhaps you would like a little plastic baggie to keep it in?
Nah, it's fine the way it is.
Yeah, I gotta show it to more people to gross them out, apparently.
What do you make of this tool?
Stunning, monsieur. I bet you handle it like a professional.
I guess.
Hanging from a brass hook was a key and a plastic tag.
I doubt we'll be able to just grab this key.
Excusez-moi, monsieur.
Yeah.
What?
You were trying to steal that key,
no, I wasn't.
No way.
No way. Oh yeah, we'll check the register.
It was the register of guests staying. There was no one registered under the name of Khan, but the name in the book for room 22 was Merlin.
Okay. 22 was his hotel room.
The sign on the door read 21.
Not this one.
If the tailor's description was correct, this was the killer's room. The sign on the door read 22. The sign on the door read 22.
So how are we gonna get in?
The door was locked.
Gotta find some way to distract this guy. Can you help?
Hello again. This is a photo of Khan, right?
That is just one of the names by which he is known.
Thanks for your help.
Goodbye.
Hi, ma'am.
How about you? Can you help?
George, what can I do for you now?
Did I show you this?
Yes,
Does this tissue...
I'm no shrinking violet, but that object makes me feel quite queasy.
Can you think of any use for this?
I can think of someone I'd like to use it on.
Okay. Anything else I can interact with here? You gotta remember that sometimes the screen doesn't show everything in the scene, so I gotta remember to walk around to see if the camera pans to the side. Okay, don't have a lot of items, but I don't think I can
What
use.
now, monsieur?
Hey, shake my hand.
Come on,
I
shake.
have already...
Okay. Ooh.
About the key hanging on the hook over there.
Oui, monsieur.
Which room is it for?
Number 21.
Is that room taken?
No. The guests checked out this morning.
Maybe I can check in to the room next door and somehow get to it.
I'd like to check into room 21.
Yeah.
That is not possible.
How come? You said it was vacant.
It is reserved for another guest.
Rats.
No, monsieur. Dutch.
Okay.
I believe Khan, the man with the scar, is also known as Merlin, the man who has taken room 22.
What of it? What do you want?
Access to his room.
Do you have a license, monsieur?
Huh?
A private investigator's license?
Well, not exactly, but I can explain everything.
I am sorry, but without credentials, I cannot help.
Yeah, I'm not actually a private investigator, I'm just acting as one.
I insist you give me the key to Merlin's room.
I cannot do that, monsieur.
This guy Merlin is a menace.
So you say, monsieur.
He's not only a danger to society, but to your guests as well. He has toyed with the affections of Lady Piermont.
Ciel! Are there no depths to which he will not sink?
Precisely. He's already killed once, twice, maybe as many as 3 times. With your help,
Or actually,
I just might be able to stop him.
But what if he finds out I have helped you? No, I cannot do it.
Come on. Okay.
Hanging from a brass hook was a key and a plastic tag. Hanging from a brass...
I'll try talking to other people again. Maybe some new dialogue
Hi,
options have been unlocked.
Hello, George.
Yeah.
Would you distract the clerk while I borrow a key?
Are you asking me to aid you in a criminal act, darling?
Oh no, it's the key to an empty room.
And
Yeah.
why, may I ask, do you wish to gain access to an empty room? Do you plan to squat?
No, ma'am.
Scouts honor?
I was never in the Boy Scouts, ma'am.
Oh, you should have been. What were your parents thinking of? It's a fine way for a boy to get licked into shape. Now tell me, why do you want to get into that room?
It's next to the room the killer is using.
Ah, so you plan to eavesdrop on Merlin?
I was hoping there might be a connecting door.
Well, how can I refuse? I shouldn't think my feminine charms would be much use in this case, but a good dose of English arrogance might do the trick.
Okay. Whatever works.
I say! You there! Flunky!
Oui, madame.
Listen carefully. You do understand English, don't you?
But of course, madame.
Good. I wish to deposit some jewelry for safekeeping.
I understand.
Are you quite certain?
Oh, bien sûr, madame.
Okay.
Over to you, my dear.
Thanks. Now. Yoink. You didn't see anything? Okay, I'll use this on this room.
Maybe it wasn't the right room, but this was the right key.
No connecting door, unfortunately. Might as well do some snooping.
The cabinet was empty, but it smelt of onions. No kidding, it really did.
Why onions? Okay, maybe I can go through the window.
A cabinet stood beside...
Hopefully it's... Oh dear. It is open. Okay. Careful. A little bit. Aha. Success. Now let's do some more snooping.
The bed was several times larger than the narrow cot I'd been given at the place I was staying. The bed was freshly made, and the crisp white sheets told me nothing about the killer's habits.
Hey.
It was the battered leather briefcase I'd seen Plantar carrying just before he died.
Something under the bed.
I searched the interior of the briefcase, but as I'd half expected, it was empty.
Yeah, the documents are probably in the safe downstairs.
The
Okay.
closet was a solid, impressive piece of antique furniture.
Gotta be something important inside.
The closet was a solid, impressive...
No? Oh, wait. Come on, there's something there.
The closet was a solid...
No, not the closet. I see, there's a second blue marker. How do I?
The closet was a solid The closet.
How do I click on the second blue circle? That's weird.
The closet.
Can I open the second door, maybe? Oh, maybe the cabinet.
The assassin had been too smart to leave incriminating evidence beside his bed. The closet.
That's weird. Why can't I select the second thing? Oh, maybe it's just a bug because the closet door is only applicable in this middle part, so maybe the second one is just the open door, and there's a the closet is, maybe both triggers are for the closet. I guess it doesn't make it, doesn't make a difference which I click. Really nothing else here?
The cabinet had no drawers, just a single.
So what was the point of coming here?
It was Khan.
Uh-oh.
I had the kind of feeling in my stomach that would usually send me running to the bathroom.
Quick, in the closet. Hide. Oh no.
As Khan opened the wardrobe, I was sure I was dead.
Oof.
But he grabbed his pants quickly and didn't even see me.
Oof.
I didn't usually spy on men getting changed. But this guy was a killer, and I didn't want any surprises. He left his checkered pants on the bed.
Okay. Ooh. Lot of details here. I mean, clearly he's been into the sewers with these pants. Something was ripped, and there might be something in the pocket.
I wondered if the guy was colorblind. I had that kind of feeling you only get from searching still warm pants. There was nothing in the pocket.
What about this?
A strip along the side seam of the pants had been unpicked, then sewn back up with strong thread and a special stitch.
Okay.
I flipped the pants over.
Maybe the back pocket.
It looked like there could be something in this pocket.
Ooh.
I found an ordinary matchbook. No matches, no clues. But as I pulled it from the pocket, a strong thread came with it. A thread with a metal tag on the end.
Huh?
I tried not to think that the assassin's butt had just been in here.
Yeah, don't think about that.
I found nothing in the pocket.
Metal tag?
I pulled on the metal tag and the thread came out of the pants. It was like pulling out a ripcord.
Okay, I hope I didn't, like, activate some booby trap or anything.
A thread was hanging loose near the pocket. The pocket was empty. I turned the pants over again.
Oh. I guess I undid the seam of the stitch.
I searched the pocket gingerly and found a pass card. It read, Thomas Merlin, Gruber Electronics Corporation.
Wait, so Merlin is his real name?
It was the card I'd found in the hotel bedroom. It read, Thomas Merlin, Gruber Electronics Corporation.
Maybe now I can use this as an ID for the safe.
The matchbook bore a pattern of swirling color and the words, Club Alamut.
I guess that means you've been there. Okay. I think we're done here. Let's see if the ID works. Will this guy believe that I am actually Merlin? I mean, he's clearly seen the real Merlin, right? He's going to have that bad of a memory that he won't remember who is who.
What now, monsieur?
Does this pass mean anything to you?
That is Monsieur Merlin's property.
That's right.
Yeah,
Merlin the murderer.
he knows.
I want to see what he's left in your safe.
Impossible.
He knows I'm not Merlin.
I cannot betray his confidence, no matter what you say he's done.
You're making a big mistake.
Maybe. I can live with that. A murderer? Are you sure?
Positive.
Yeah, I was there when he murdered the person.
Did I show you this pass?
Oui, monsieur.
Does this matchbook mean anything to you?
Non, monsieur.
Oh, I guess you can have this key back that I stole.
Do you recognize this key?
That is the property of the Hotel Ubu.
Correct.
May I ask how it found its way from the little hook to your pocket?
Would you believe it was put there by a poltergeist?
Non, monsieur. The hotel is regularly serviced by an exorcist. If we had a ghost, Father Fécond would have flushed it out.
I suppose you want the key back.
Not especiellement. The room is vacant. Since you are so determined to conduct your little investigation, I won't stop you.
How nice of you, I guess. Huh. Well, I got some new items at least. I'll try talking to this guy first. See what if he has anything to say about the new items.
Does the name on this matchbook mean
Hey Norman,
anything to you?
thanks for subscribing.
Indeed it does. For Alamut was the home of the old man of the mountains. You do not know
Welcome
him?
to
No, I don't.
the Broken Swords stream. I mean, you played this not too long ago, so you probably remember a lot of the puzzles, way more than I do. I played this years ago, so I've forgotten everything. Kind of having to figure out everything all over again.
Do you recognize this card?
No, I do not.
Was it a year ago? I thought it was sooner. I mean, I remember watching you play. You played it twice, right? You played the first one and then the remastered version.
Do you recognize this key?
No, I do not.
Oh, you played the second one recently.
This is a photo of Khan, right?
That is just one of...
Yeah, we already... Yeah, I played this. I've finished the second one as well, but it's also been a long time, and if I were to play it again, I probably would not remember
Thanks for your
anything.
help.
Goodbye.
Hi, ma'am.
Hello, George. What can I do for you now?
Yeah, I thought I saw you playing like both the first one and the remastered. Maybe it was the second one. I just got confused.
I found this pass in Merlin's room.
So, that deceitful little man is passing himself off as an electrician, is he?
Uh-huh. This guy probably has 1 million faces. I showed the pass to the clerk, hoping he'd give me Merlin's papers, but he wouldn't buy it. He's too scared.
I'll give him something to be scared of. Follow me, George!
Oh, she's gonna help us again. Nice. Yeah, I mean, I saw you playing, but I didn't watch a lot of it because I didn't want to get spoiled because I was planning on streaming this eventually. So.
In the hotel safe.
I did, madame.
And did my friend here show you Merlin's identification?
Indeed he did, but
What's the problem?
he isn't Merlin.
A mere academic detail. Give him the package.
But that is against the law.
I happen to be a justice of the peace, you silly man. I am the law. If he tries anything, shoot him, George.
My pleasure, Lady Piermont.
One moment, please.
You know, I haven't enjoyed myself this much since Greenham Common.
I don't know what I would have done without you, Lady Piermont.
Yeah, thanks for the help.
Voilà, monsieur. Le manuscrit de Monsieur Merlin.
Thanks.
How satisfying. An Anglo-American alliance that actually worked.
The clerk had given me a tightly rolled sheet of parchment. I decided not to unroll it until I was safely back in Nico's apartment.
There we go. Mission accomplished. We got whatever document was inside Plantard's briefcase that the killer stole when he committed his murder. Oh, you're playing Red Dead Redemption now. Another request. Yeah, I mean, I'll be playing a lot more of the.
I couldn't leave the hotel with the manuscript. It was probably what those thugs were looking for.
Oh, really? Okay. Yeah, next year I'll be going through the list of recommended games and see which of those are more like viable that I can play, because some of those are a little hard to come by that I might have to wait longer, but others are a little easier because I'm trying not to. I try not to like stream any like pirated games unless it's like a very old DOS game that is not being sold anywhere. Then okay, then maybe I can consider it abandonware. But yeah, like the SNES version of Sim Ant probably won't be getting to it anytime soon. And Mizurna Falls, I looked into it, probably won't be streaming it very soon. But I might go get to what's it called, Eclectica. That one I might stream soon. Eclectica, yeah. But yeah, right now the ones from my recommended list that I've already tested and that I'm ready to stream are Covert Action and FTL. So this is like a third category of my usual streams. Like usually the games that I stream are either games that from my childhood that I played a long time ago and I want to revisit, or games that I never played but been curious about. So I want to check them out on stream. And third category is games that were recommended to me. Some might be old or new, but yeah, I'll be playing those as well next year. This Red Dead Redemption looks 720 instead of 40p. I mean, I played Red Dead Redemption on the Xbox and it looked pretty impressive. I played only a little bit of Red Dead Revolver on PS2. But I borrowed it from a friend. So, but yeah, I think it looked very. It looked much better. Or is it the? Wait. Yeah, Red Dead Redemption was on the PS3. I think so. Yeah. So is the PS3 port not? Was the PS3 port not well made? Oh, I guess I was impressed with all the details in the towns when I was looking wandering around. I mean, it felt very, very authentic with the and yeah, the facial animations were pretty good, and all the character movements and stuff. I thought it looked very well. I mean, I didn't play a lot of the original Red Dead Revolver, so I don't think I can compare. But I think the Red Dead Redemption looked pretty impressive for when it was released.
The cobbles of the alleyway looked very distant and very hard.
Okay, so I can't get down through the... Can't go down using through the window. He said he wasn't going to unroll the...
It was the ancient manuscript which Khan had stolen from Plantar. It was the ancient
He wasn't going to unroll until he got to Nico's apartment, but I can't leave the hotel with it, so... Do I give it to someone else? Maybe you?
Hello again. Have you ever seen this old manuscript before? You know what it is, don't you?
You are in great danger. Put the manuscript back and leave here.
Oh dear.
What's going on?
I can say no more.
That
is...
Okay. Just repeating that.
Thanks for your help.
Goodbye.
But have you played Red Dead Redemption before? Like when it was released, or is this your first time playing?
What can I do for you now?
Because yeah, I think it's a good game. I enjoyed it.
This is what Merlin was so keen to hide.
Really? Well, that fuss for a sample of wallpaper.
It's some kind of manuscript, and it looks to be very old.
If I was you, I'd keep it well out of sight until you're clear of this place.
That's exactly what I was thinking. I could roll it up and put it down my pants.
No, that wouldn't do at all.
Okay.
You'd attract far too much attention.
What do you suggest? Come on, help me out.
I found this matchbook in Merlin's bedroom.
It came from the Club Alamut. It might be useful to find out if that club is in Paris, George.
Okay.
Did I show you this photograph?
Yes.
This is the key to room 21.
That's next to the room taken by that rotten Merlin, isn't it?
Yes, and it's vacant.
Really? How convenient.
Maybe it was my imagination, but I had an uncomfortable feeling about this situation. Yeah.
Yeah, what were you planning to do or something? Why is it convenient?
I couldn't leave the hotel. It was probably with those...
Red Dead Redemption reminds you of the Elder Scrolls? I'd think it would remind you of GTA, since they're by the same company. Like Wild West GTA instead of in the city. Stealing horses instead of cars. Yeah, I guess there was a little bit of gathering, and like I think you do it just to get some money. You resell them, or maybe it's just side quests. Or someone asks, "Oh, can you get me 10 rabbit skins or something?" Can't call anyone with this phone.
Hello again.
It's you know, it's the kind of
Thanks for your help.
Busy work very common in open world games these days. So. Maybe I should put the manuscript in my own room and then come back later. No? Or maybe I can drop it.
There was nothing in the wardrobe apart from a vague, lingering smell of camphor.
Yeah, maybe I can drop it in the alley and then leave the hotel and then go to the alley and grab it again. Sounds like a plan. Can
I knew this was no way to treat an ancient manuscript, but I couldn't let it fall into the hands of the goons waiting outside.
Yeah, there you go. Hopefully no one grabs it while I go outside. Hi there.
Just a minute, monsieur.
What's your problem?
No problem, if you cooperate.
What do you want?
Just a routine security check. Nothing to worry yourself about.
Right.
Well, all right.
Search him, Flap.
You bet.
Yeah, shouldn't you be searching people before they go inside the hotel if it's a
Hey,
security
knock
thing?
it off. Get off, you big ape.
Nothing, Guido. Zilch.
Our apologies, monsieur.
What? I had to report you to the authorities.
Round here, we are the authorities.
You want I should break his arms?
No. Let him go, Flap.
Okay. My plan worked.
If the manuscript was what Flap and Guido were after, they were going to be disappointed.
Yeah, I guess we learned their names as well.
I couldn't wait to get back to Mika's apartment and check it out.
Woohoo!
Hi, how are you?
Oh, hi. Come in, Josh.
I just recovered the documents that Plantard probably wanted you to have in the first place. Here you go.
You're just not going to believe what I've found.
It's not another part of the clown's costume, is it?
It's a medieval manuscript. Khan left it in the safe at the Ubu.
It's incredible. Is this what he took from Plantard?
It could be, which means it's worth enough to kill for.
Look there, two guys on the same horse.
Oh, yeah. Maybe they couldn't afford one each. What of it?
Have you ever heard of the Knights Templar? Their official seal was an image of two knights sharing a horse. Whatever this manuscript means, it's connected with the Templars.
How come you know about these knights?
I learned about them while writing an article on the Crusades.
I think the big cross is related to the Templars, but...
This guy, named Hughes de Payen, arrived one day at the court of King of Jerusalem. He offered to protect the Christian pilgrims from the displaced Muslim armies. The king would be able to guarantee safe transit to Christians in the Holy Land. Safer journeys meant more pilgrims, and pilgrims meant trade and wealth. The Templars proved invaluable to the king as a mercenary army. It was said that they never asked how many the enemy numbered, just where they were. And as the years went by, the Templars grew in wealth and numbers. They were so rich, even kings came to them for loans. But at the height of their power, they fell foul of the King of France. He rounded them up and turned them over to the Inquisition. Thousands of Templars were subject to torture and confessed to heresy. Of course, at the hands of the Inquisition, there wasn't much they wouldn't confess to. The last Grand Master Jacques de Molay was burned alive.
Jeez. So the treasure is hidden, waiting to be discovered?
If there ever was a treasure, it's been lost for 600 years. Anyway,
Treasure!
we're supposed to be investigating a serial killer, not a medieval treasure trove.
But maybe that's what the clown and his accomplices are after. Maybe this manuscript is the key.
You'd better leave it here for safekeeping.
Okay.
What are you doing to help trace the killer clown?
Research, George.
Yeah?
Yeah, I'm doing all the
You
work.
have a copy of the clown's yearbook?
I have a telephone and lots of contacts.
Oh, well, did you find anything useful?
Not yet. I'm employing my first and most useful weapon.
What's that?
Patience.
Oh, I've heard of that. Isn't it a substitute for decisive thinking? Do you have a boyfriend?
Not anymore. There was someone. A guy in my final year, but it didn't work out. Neither did my degree.
I'm sorry.
I'm not.
Tell me more about your family.
When I was a little girl, I used to spend the winter with my grandfather and grandma. They were the best times, warm and safe in their tiny cottage. My grandfather rolled cigarettes while Grandma made hot chocolate and cakes. One day, he stopped his scrolling. He put the lid back on his tobacco jar and took me in his arms. I laughed and wriggled, but he hushed me to be silent. With his unshaven chin all scratchy in my ear, he told me his secret.
What did he say?
He said, I don't smoke, but she likes to think I do.
What a weird old man.
Don't call my grandfather weird. He was the nicest guy ever. I wish I was back in that cottage instead of this crummy apartment in this noisy city.
Let's take another look at the manuscript.
Yeah, I do remember that each of these images is of some significance. Crystal, sword and shield and orb, this mirror, and the loom.
There's a guy working on a loom. He's weaving a carpet or a tapestry.
Or a duvet cover. It's a clue to a place, I reckon. Somewhere famed for weaving and ships.
Where folk live in barrels?
It beats copper boxes.
There's a guy with a sword and a bull.
The only mythological bull I know of is the Minotaur, but he was only half bull.
I don't think I'd like to be half a bull, even if it was the bottom half.
What's that object between them?
It looks like a gem on top of a tripod. A knight with a crystal ball. There's something written on the scroll beside the knight.
Yes, but it's written in Latin. Per disciplinam mea lux videbis.
By my teachings, you will see the light.
You speak Latin? Where did you learn a trick like that?
A trick? I studied law, okay? I can read Latin.
My, you're touchy. Tell me that again.
There's a woman looking at her reflection in a mirror, but the reflection has 3 hideous faces.
She reminds me of the wicked queen in Snow White.
She was the one who said, mirror, mirror on the wall, wasn't she? She made me cry so much when I was a kid. Mom carried me out of the movie theater.
She didn't frighten me in the least.
Like I said, I was only a kid. I didn't like the crocodile in Peter Pan either.
Well, in the Disney version, she doesn't actually say mirror, mirror on the wall. She just say magic mirror on the wall. But yeah, it's a common misconception.
Look there, 2 guys on the same horse. Let's face it, we need help, George. Someone who knows about these things.
Who do you suggest? Indiana Jones?
I know a guy who specializes in medieval studies. His name is Lobino.
Huh. Some stuffy old fossil who gets horny over ancient relics, I suppose.
Far from it. Andre isn't the stereotypical professor you have in mind.
Where can I find this Lobino guy?
At the Kron Museum. I'll give you the address.
Yeah, I think I remember now this museum place. Okay. Yeah, so yeah, the pictures don't really mean much now, but I'm sure they will become clear. It will become clearer eventually as we progress through the game.
I found this matchbook in the killer's hotel room. It's from the Club Alamut.
Never heard of it. Is there anything written inside it?
No, what were you expecting?
If this was a movie, there'd be a clue. A name or an address. That's no use. There aren't even any matches in it.
Oh well, I'll keep it as a souvenir. How come you enlarged this photograph of me?
Because I noticed the guy behind you, of course.
I found this in the killer's room.
What is it, a credit card?
ID, Thomas Merlin, of the Gruber Electronics Corporation.
Merlin.
Never heard of him, or the company.
Let's take another...
I think these are the only points. 4 on each side and 1 in the middle. Okay.
Look there.
There's a... but the...
How can I leave? Do I really have to check all of them again?
There's a... There between...
At least... Oh. At least it's easy to skip dialogue. So if you see that's the same dialogue, you can just click through it.
Okay. Don't forget to look for Lobino at the Kron Museum.
Okay, that's my next stop, I guess. Oh. I guess the Yeah, the points being darkened means I don't have to go back there anymore. I'm done. Hello. Are you Lobino?
Pardon me.
Oui, monsieur?
I guess not.
Are you Lobino?
Oh, no. Fancy you mistaking me for him. No. I am the deputy custodian.
But Lobino does work here.
Work? I wouldn't go so far as to call it that. He studies here most days, but as you can see for yourself, not today.
Well, this tripod looks familiar. George complaining he has no money, but is always traveling around the world by plane. Maybe he has a lot of miles or something. Wanna shake my hand?
Would you like to shake my hand?
Not while I'm on duty, monsieur.
Do you know anything about Templars?
Do you know anything about the Knights of the Temple?
No, sir. Not a sausage.
Sausage?
Do you know anything about medieval manuscripts?
Not me, monsieur. I am no scholar. Though people often mistake me for one. It is the uniform, I guess. They see the clothes. They are impressed.
And they ask you to park their cars?
They ask me to park the... No. They assume I am an authority on the exhibits in my care.
Whereas you know next to nothing about history.
Of course not. All I am saying is, I am no scholar. Not like Monsieur Lobino.
Do you recognize the man in this photograph?
No, monsieur. Is there any reason why I should?
Guess not.
I
He wasn't
guess
here.
not. Have you ever heard of the Club Alamut?
Oh, no. I don't frequent places like that.
Do you recognize this ID pass? No.
Okay.
Do you recognize this red nose?
I don't think so.
Thanks for your help.
Or
In the case was a spindly tripod, blackened with age and pitted with rust. It was identical to the tripod pictured on the manuscript.
Exactly.
A notice identified it as 15th century from Western Ireland. It had been found in Loch Marn at the site of a Knights Templar preceptory. Ireland!
What's that?
This tripod was found in Ireland.
I will have to ask you to keep your voice down.
I'm sorry, I was excited.
is that where we're going next? Yeah, I do remember
The totem pole looked distinctly out of place
traveling
in
to
the
other
setting of the
countries, or
museum.
at least other places in this game.
The totem pole looked distinctly out of place in the setting of the museum.
Yeah, I guess it doesn't match the rest of the artifacts. A lot of Egyptian and medieval stuff.
It was an ancient Egyptian sarcophagus with a beautifully painted effigy of its owner on the lid.
Can I just open the...
Leave it alone. That closet is over 3,000 years old.
Yeah, surprised you'd let me touch it.
Closet? It's a sarcophagus.
Yeah, you wouldn't be like, you wouldn't be allowed to just handle museum things like that, unless it was a replica or something. Sometimes museums do that. Instead of leaving the actual thing on display, they will display a replica, and the actual object will be safely hidden away.
A metal rod attached to the wall was connected to the window.
So, what does it mean?
Pardon me,
Oui, monsieur?
can you give me any further information about the tripod?
Certainly, monsieur. It's infamous. That tripod, that belonged to John Dee.
What's the importance of John Dee's tripod?
Dee was the most famous escapologist of the 16th century. The Houdini of his time.
Don't you mean alchemist? Escapologists use ropes, chains, and handcuffs, not tripods.
Well, whatever he was, that is the tripod he used in his experiments.
What kind of experiments did John Dee perform with his tripod?
Oh, the usual. Didn't you study chemistry at school?
Yeah, but we skipped over thaumatology. Can I take a closer look at the tripod?
What? Get it out of the case? Ah, no! That tripod is protected by a sophisticated surveillance system.
How sophisticated?
A painfully loud alarm bell.
How is the alarm bell triggered?
By the slightest pressure on or movement of any part of the case wherein that tripod is situated.
It strikes me that to call your alarm system sophisticated is, well, stretching the truth a little.
It has never failed yet. The sophistication is in its simplicity.
Yeah, explain exactly how your security system works. That's always a good idea.
What does this tool...
That belongs...
Pardon?
It belongs
It's a priceless historical artifact, if I am not mistaken.
No,
it isn't.
It's a plain old tool for lifting drain covers. What do you make of this tissue?
It is absolutely disgusting, monsieur.
Thanks.
Okay. Anything else? Oh yeah, I didn't get to use it. Right. Huh. I guess I opened that window. Might use it later to sneak into the museum after it's closed to rob it, I guess. If I actually need that tripod. Oh, he just turns it. He just closes it. Okay. Guess not. Yeah, I don't think there's much else to do here, so... I mean, you got some information, but... I don't think we're going to be traveling to Ireland just yet. Yeah, I never found out where Lobino was.
Pardon me?
Oui, monsieur?
Do you know anything about mid...
Not me. It is the...
And they ask me...
They asked me...
Yeah,
They asked...
same,
Where
same dialogue, come on.
Do you know anything...
No.
The sign...
It...
Yeah.
You don't... No, it was... The bottom row of the chart was
Huh?
too small even for him to read. So...
Why don't you start over and enroll for adult education?
You know, I never thought of that. Do you think if I studied art and did all my homework, I could be a professor of history?
At your age? Dream on.
I guess that wasn't the same dialogue. I think I skipped over a few lines.
Can you give me any...
Certainly, monsieur. It's infamous. That tripod...
Yeah, John
What's
D
the...
again.
D was the most famous...
Don't...
Mythologies,
What kind...
alchemist.
Yeah. Can I take...
What? That tripod...
How sophisticated?
Hmm.
Thanks.
What if I just try to grab it now?
No, monsieur.
Okay, okay.
Guess not. I'm guessing I would probably be maybe hiding inside this sarcophagus. What if I distract him with the window? And then go to the sarcophagus. Aha.
This is ridiculous. I could be here for hours.
Okay. I guess I was on the right track, but not exactly the right thing right now. I mean, yeah, I was thinking of okay, he will be staying inside the sarcophagus until closing hours, and then he'll leave and try and take a look at the tripod, but maybe not now. Yeah, why can't I go to Club Alamo? Maybe someone there. There's a clue of someone. I talk to the inspector again, maybe? Although he probably won't be much help since he's been put off the case.
Excuse me, Sergeant.
What do you...
I'd like to report an assault.
Yes, monsieur?
Yeah.
Where is the victim?
I'm the victim. I've been harassed by a pair of thugs.
I see. And where did this alleged assault take place?
Outside the Hotel Ubu. They stopped me as I was leaving and went through my pockets.
Could you describe the suspects, monsieur?
One looked like a gorilla, and the other looked like a weasel. Their names are Flap and Guido.
Bon. I'll get them this time.
Hmm? This time, so they've caused trouble before.
Does this matchbook mean anything to you, Sergeant?
That's a double-line Swedish with a crosshatch Bergman strike strip. Now, that's unusual. Pre-war Anderson hinging.
Really?
I haven't seen a reinforced Anderson outside of a private collection.
It's rare, then?
In this part of the world, yes. There are only 3 places these are made. Taiwan, Manila, and Slough.
Okay, was not expecting that much information over a matchbook.
Maybe not. Is Rosso here?
Yes, he is.
Yes, I do.
Sure, I guess.
One moment.
Let's see what if he says anything new.
It's Stobart, monsieur. He insists on talking to you again.
Mm-hmm.
Hi, Inspector. Remember me? Do you know a pair of thugs called Flap and Guido?
I have known those two since they graduated from special school. Flap is a nasty piece of work, but Guido is the real brains of the partnership. Where did you hear of them?
I met them out front of the Hotel Ubu. Have you heard of the Knights Templar?
Les Templiers? But of course, monsieur. Their fame is widespread throughout France. We haven't forgotten them, unlike the rest of Europe.
It was the King of France who persecuted them, though.
Indeed.
That shook his cool. Underneath his cultured facade, the man was real twitchy. You're obviously a great admirer of the Knights Templar.
They were men of great honor, monsieur. The flower of chivalry.
Not everyone would share your views, Inspector.
Yeah, they're usually the villains in other
Everyone
media.
shares my passion for Bartok.
But if the Templars were as honorable as...
That's enough. I do not wish to hear your uninformed opinions, Stobard.
Why'd you get so wound up about the Knights Templar? They've been dead for centuries. I shouldn't have pushed my luck.
Have they?
Maybe his ancestors were Templars. Whatever. I saw the anger flare in his eyes like a distant summer thunderstorm.
The Templars were the first true internationalists. 800 years on, and still the world is fragmented by nationalistic flag-waving fools. You will excuse me.
Okay.
So long, Inspector. See you later, Sergeant.
I wonder if the victim of the murder Plantard was in league with the Knights Templar. Yeah, why is this not, still red? Seems like something to do here. I guess we can talk to Nico.
Hi. I've been to the Kroon Museum.
Did you speak to Lobineau?
No,
Nope.
he wasn't there.
I did find the tripod from the manuscript.
I found the tripod.
Where?
In the museum. It belonged to the Templars. It was dug up in Ireland at a place called Lochmarn.
I have heard of Lochmarn. I read an article about the castle. Take a look for yourself.
A popular gossip magazine. You read that rubbish?
No, I write it.
Professor
Oops.
Nigel Pegram, excavating the medieval castle at Lochmarn. That's strange.
What?
He resigned his chair at Durham University in order to devote his time to the excavation. Not only that, but he canceled the filming of a 4th series of his popular television program. This site at Lochmarn must be awful important to him.
He's a professor of history. They're all cuckoo.
All the same, I'd like to talk to this Professor Pegram. How do you feel about a trip to Ireland?
Disappointed.
Huh?
That I won't be going. I want to follow up the Belota case. If you really think Pegram's
Belota
gem
case?
is important, why don't you visit Lochmarn?
On my own?
Pegram's
I'm
gem?
not so
What?
sure about that. Where is Ireland exactly?
Doesn't know where Ireland is? What?
Have you found out any more about the murders?
Well, it may be nothing, but both the clan's victims visited Paris earlier this year.
When?
The second week of July. They were both here at the same time.
Did they meet?
I don't know, but I can't imagine it was coincidence.
Let's take another look. There's a guy with a sword and a bull. Between them is...
Okay, not much else. Who did you say the gem was? Okay.
Look at the...
There's...
What if I press ESC? Okay. So will I be going to Ireland
Okay.
by
I'll
myself
see you
then?
later.
Ah, here we go. Airport. I guess we're going to Lochmarn.
I passed the castle on the way into Lochmarn. The castle where Pegram's excavation was located.
3D mixed with 2D. Yeah, the bus is clearly 3D. Interesting. Okay. McDavid's. Yeah. More to the scene.
The lad was doing his best to express his adolescent aggression. His effort was somewhat diminished by the fringe of milk on his lightly feathered upper lip.
Hi there.
Hi there.
What?
What's
the
your
same
name,
thing.
kid?
Who are you calling kid? Who the hell are you?
There's no reason to lie to the boys. Or...
I'm George Stobart, and I'm with the good guys.
You're a head case, mister. A few sandwiches short of a picnic.
Cut the crap and tell me your name.
Liam McGuire.
What are you doing hanging around the bar, McGuire?
I'm on the run from me dad.
Why? Did you do something bad?
I ain't done nothing, boss.
You can tell me, kid. Is it your dad?
Oh, sir. He drinks every last penny down his evil throat. And there's me poor old mother, bedridden and dying of presumption. I tried to buy her medicine. Chopped firewood for Father Mahoney till me fingers bled. The old skinflint cheated me too. But I took the pennies he gave me back home. Look, Ma, says I. See what your darling son has earned with his own sweat and blood. When
I don't think he's
suddenly
telling the truth.
me dad appears and grabs the loot. I'm off to Dublin, heavy drinking, says he. Watch out till I get back. That's why I runned away.
Something in the grin on his face told me he wasn't being strictly truthful. Compared to him, Huckleberry Finn was a candidate for Altar Boy of the Year.
Okay. Who's this?
Do you know a man called Pegram?
Can you describe him like on the telly in the
Oh,
car
the
shows?
He's an English archaeologist.
guy who excavated
man you mean,
the
please, the
tripod,
boy.
I guess.
Can you tell me where I'd...
No, I can't, 'cause he's not here now. But if I sees him, I'll ask him.
Do you know what Pegram was doing in the castle?
Digging for buried treasure. Jewels and gold and skeletons, like in the films.
Have you seen a guy dressed as a clown?
Here in Lochmarn, they all dress like clowns.
The man I'm looking for is a dangerous psychotic.
Jesus. It's just like that film I saw. There's this clown, see? And he's after this kid who saw him kill a guy. He tries to warn the sheriff, only no one believes him. Then, while he's in the tub, the clown cuts him up with a chainsaw.
My God, that doesn't sound suitable for a kid like you.
Yeah, what movie is
Who
that?
you calling a kid? I'm 25.
Yeah, right. You're not a day over 14.
Oh no, it's 25 that I am. Married with a car and 3 kids. 10
Yeah,
kids
right.
if you count the wives.
What can you tell me about the castle, McGuire?
What do you want to know?
Well, can I get inside?
No, it's locked up.
Does anyone live there?
No.
Hmm.
Only, what do you want to know? Oh, nothing.
You know something about the castle you're not telling me, don't you?
That was a
No.
weird voice.
What is it you're covering up? Is it something you're scared of?
I ain't scared of nothing.
Hmm.
I'll give you one last chance to tell me about the castle.
Oh, yeah? And what if I don't?
Then I'm taking you back to school.
Oh, there's a ghost. It's called the Phantom of Loch Man.
You're not telling me you believe in ghosts, are you?
Mister, I seen it with me very own eyes. Last Tuesday night, I went up to see what that dig was about. I just reached the top of the wall when I hears this awful noise.
What sort of noise?
A horrible snuffling and snorting, like O'Brien's pig, only worse. It was coming from inside the castle.
Hmm. Is this like a Scooby-Doo episode where someone is dressed as the ghost to scare people away so they don't investigate the treasure?
Did you find out what was making the noise in the castle?
No fear. I just sat there on the wall like Humpty Dumpty. The moon was cracked and greasy like an old dinner plate. The yard was full of shadows. I could have been hiding anything. I would have gone home, but my legs had lost their stuffing.
Did you get to see the ghost?
Indeed I did. And a fearsome sight it is too. I sat on my arse, waited while the moon went down. Then out it comes from the shadows, all grey and tattered and hunched over like an old bent willow. Then I hears this spluttering and splashing and horrible laughter in the dark. I was so scared. Why, I fell off the bloody wall.
I'm sure there's a rational explanation for what you saw at the castle.
There is.
Yeah.
The bloody place is haunted.
That's not a rational explanation. Maybe you just mistook someone for a ghost.
Give me your hand.
Get lost.
Oh, come on. I just want to show you a little trick.
No way, mister. I don't do tricks. Father Mahoney told me I'd burn in hell if I did.
I just want to shake your hand, that's all.
No way.
No one wants to shake my hand.
Have you ever seen this man before?
What a slimy character. No, I never seed him.
Do you recognize this matchbook, McGuire?
No, sir. I never seen it before in my life.
Ever heard of Thomas Merlin or the Gruber Electronics Corporation?
No.
Have you ever seen anyone wearing one of these?
Sure. Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. That belongs to the killer clown you're looking for.
That's right.
Can I have it?
Sorry, I'm keeping this as evidence.
You should have told the cops.
I did. They weren't interested.
You should run tests on that, mister. You could identify the murderer with a sample of his snot.
Yuck. I don't think so.
I mean, I already know who the murderer is, so I don't need to identify him.
See you later, kid.
Okay, mister.
Okay. Let's go to the launch first, and then we'll check the castle. A lot of people here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh. Guy playing a violin. Hi there.
He wasn't listening.
Oh well.
The guy sat in the corner as if he was a permanent fixture. Hello there. My name's George Stobart.
Pleased to meet you, I'm sure. I'm O'Brien. Can I help you?
I guess I'll just talk to everyone about all the... Oh, sneezing. Well, the castle, the Templars, and the ghosts.
What can you tell me about the castle, Mr. O'Brien?
It's a fine sight now, isn't it? Dates back to the 10th century, you know. Most of the existing building was added much later, of course.
Are the ruins open to the public?
Oh no, it's much too dangerous. Anyway, there's nothing of interest remaining.
Yeah, time to gather information before we head over there.
How can I get into the castle?
To look for treasure.
Those walls were built specifically to stop people getting in, Mr. Stobart. But I dare say you'll find a way. if you've the will.
Have you ever heard of the Knights Templar?
I most certainly have. A remarkable institution. Did you know? They were the originators of our system of credit. Their financial empire stretched from the Atlantic to the Caspian Sea. With bases in so many countries, they had to establish new methods of fiscal transfer.
So, the Knights Templar were nothing but a bunch of bankers.
I don't get it. Are you saying these Templar guys invented bank charges?
In a manner of speaking, I suppose they did.
Is everyone an expert
What a
on the
dirty
Templars?
trick. Didn't anyone try to stop them?
Oh yes, they were arrested and many were burnt at the stake.
Good. They bloody well deserved it if they were anything like my bank manager.
Can you tell me about the tripod which was found at the castle?
Now there's a bone of contention and controversy. It was dug up by an Englishman of the archaeological persuasion.
Who was this Englishman?
Professor Pegram, the same man who dug up the gem.
Same gem that's on the manuscript. And yeah, how did something from Ireland got dug up by an Englishman and ended up in a museum in Paris?
Do you know where I can find Pegram?
You're too late to meet that fella.
Is he dead?
Not that, but he's gone from the village. A sore point with our esteemed host, I might add.
Yeah, I mean, when was that magazine written? Who knows? Why would he still be there after digging up everything, I guess?
Do you know where Pegram is gone?
I'm sorry, but I don't. He upped anchor in the dark and shipped out before the dawn.
Why did he do that?
Who knows? A guilty conscience or a secret assignation. Whatever the reason, he'll not be missed in Lochmar. Maybe now the fuss about the gem has died down, we can get back to normal.
Yeah, where is the gem?
What can you tell me about the gem which Pegram found?
Now there's a gem which should never have been taken. A man would have to be full of greed to covet that stone. What's your interest in the jewel? You're not a reporter, are you?
No. Technically not.
Oh no.
Thank the Lord for that.
I'm a lawyer pretending to be a detective.
Have you heard of the Phantom?
More than that. I've seen it. And let me tell you, it's a dreadful spectacle.
So it's not just a local legend. There really is a Phantom of Lochmar.
Oh no. I was talking about the Phantom of the Opera.
Why has Pegram's departure upset the landlord?
He's lost a paying guest. That's why. More than that. There's the question of an unsettled bill. Poor Michael's seen red over the business, and I don't blame him.
Can you tell me more about the landlord?
Mick Leary? He's what you call a would-be sophisticate. The trouble is, his idea of sophistication extends as far as putting paper in the lavatory.
I never worked out why he did that. It's much too dark in there to read.
That's true. Have you ever run your hand over the back of the door? The graffiti is written in Braille.
Do you want to shake my hand?
I'd like to shake you by the hand, Mr. O'Brien.
Oh, no you don't.
Does this red nose suggest anything to you?
No, it doesn't.
Oh well.
Does this match?
The design is Middle Eastern, I'd say.
Okay.
What can you tell?
Gruber Electronics. I've never heard.
Yeah, I might as well skip some of the texts.
Do you recognize?
Nope, I've never.
Yeah, probably a lot.
Goodbye for now.
A lot of these items don't really have any effect.
Hi, my name's Stobart, George Stobart.
Hello there, mister. What can I do for you?
Do you know Professor Pegram?
Do I know him? Do I know the good professor himself? No, I don't. I mean, I know who he is, but I don't know him to talk to.
Okay.
Can you tell me anything about the castle on the hill?
Oh, I don't know much about anything. You should ask Mr. O'Brien here. He does joined up writing. Would you be one of them history fellas yourself?
No.
Oh no, I'm here on vacation.
What's that?
A vacation pass. It's what the Americans call a holiday.
Oh, right. In Lochmar? You come to Lochmar for a holiday?
Sure, it's a very pretty place.
Where the hell are you from, mister?
California.
I know it. That's where the Bruins come from.
Yeah, amongst other things.
The California raisins, you mean?
anything about Peagram's excavation?
Only that he didn't have the right tools for the job. What he needed was shovels and a JCB.
Peagram was digging for historical remains, not coal.
Is that a...
What is JCB?
What the hell for?
It's the science of archaeology part. Understanding how people used to live by what they've left behind. One day archaeologists might be digging up our remains.
Imagine that, Mr. O'Brien. I wonder what they'll find.
Well, it won't be arrowheads and beakers. Fast food cartons and flavored condoms, more likely.
Did anyone from the village work at Peagram's dig?
I tried it myself, but that high and mighty history man called me incontinent. What a nerve. Hadn't I dug more holes than the rest of them put together?
I don't think he knows what incontinent means. Do you want to shake my hand?
May I shake your hand?
No, you can't.
Well, how come?
Because I'll spill me beer if you do.
Do you recognize this matchbook?
No.
What is this false...
No, you're a clown.
I'm not a clown.
Do you
It's a handsome mug on that fella, to be sure. Is he a film star?
Film?
Does this...
No.
Does this...
No, but...
No, okay.
Bye for now.
Okay, you're next.
My name's George.
Pleased to meet you, mister. My name's Fitzgerald.
Hello.
What can you tell me about the castle?
There's nothing there. Just an old ruin.
How old?
I really couldn't tell you.
Have you ever explored the castle yourself?
I used to play there sometimes, when I was a kid. Then one of the little ones fell off the wall, broke his head and died. We didn't go there anymore.
You haven't been up there recently?
No.
Do you know Professor Peagram?
He's the archaeologist, isn't he?
That's right. Did you work at Professor Peagram's dig?
What gave you that idea?
Well, your nervous laugh just now did.
Can I get you another drink?
Oh, no thank you. I shouldn't be drinking at all. I'm on tablets for my nerves. More than a pint and I'll pass out.
Okay.
Shake my
Shake
hand.
my hand.
It's a trick, isn't it?
Damn it, you're right. I can't seem to fool anyone.
Eh.
What does this red nose suggest?
Blood.
Why's that?
I used to bleed a lot when I was a kid. Every time there was a playground scrap, I'd end up with a bloody nose. I wouldn't have minded, but I wasn't even involved in the scraps.
Does this matchbook...
No.
Check
Thomas...
Okay.
Do you
No.
No, okay.
See you later.
Okay. Maybe find a way to make him drink without knowing
Hi there,
him.
old-timer.
Then he'll tell me
What?
something.
Nasty cold you've got there. As soon as the words left my lips, I regretted them.
Is there such a thing as a cold which isn't nasty? I put the question to Father Mahoney. Father, says I, why were we born to suffer snot?
What did he say?
He said, it's my reward for being out all night like a sinner. Pious prig. Anyway, this is no ordinary cold. 'Tis the hay fever.
Pollinosis?
Thank you. You're not a policeman, are you?
Excuse me?
Police? No. I'd know it if you were.
Okay.
Do you know Peagram the archaeologist?
That's the scrawny fellow who was poking around at the castle, isn't it? No, I don't know him.
What's that you're making?
It's a necklace, me bucko.
Oh, sure. Made out of steel wire?
That's right. A necklace for my pretty one. When my little lover feels it round her slender neck, she'll be mine. All mine.
Okay. Not kind of creepy.
Can you tell me how to get into the castle?
Don't even think about it, me bucko. Lochmarn Castle is haunted.
That's what
Yeah,
the kid
yeah.
outside told me, but I don't believe it.
Then you're a fool.
Ghosts don't bother me. I still want to visit that castle.
You
Yeah,
can't.
I'm not
It's
afraid of any
open to the
ghosts.
public.
There's no one around to stop me, is there?
That's right. Nothing human, anyhow.
Have you ever seen the ghost?
To be sure. With me very own eyes.
Can you describe the ghost?
It was horrible. A wee stunted beast, long beak, straggly, flappy wings.
Huh?
Are you sure it wasn't a wild animal? A rabbit or a skunk or something?
Skunk? In Lochmarn? That'll be the day. No, that was a ghost, to be sure.
Yeah, that didn't sound like what the kid described.
I think I know what you saw on the castle wall.
I know what I saw.
I don't think so. It was the kid, McGuire.
What?
He was up on the wall last Tuesday night. He thought you were the Phantom of Lochmarn.
Oh!
Oh. Yeah, so he thought the kid was the ghost, and the kid thought he was the ghost? Yeah, he saw someone scrawny, and I guess his sneezes were the... or sniffling were the sound he heard?
Can I buy you a beer?
Very kind, I'm sure. But I don't drink the stuff Leary sells.
What's wrong with it?
I've seen what it can do.
Hey, would you like to shake my... no, on second thought, forget it.
Oh well.
What does this red nose mean to you?
Nothing.
What?
Nothing.
Okay, yeah, just go... Whoops.
Take a look.
I don't...
Just going through all the things.
I can't...
Nope. Nope, nope.
I'll see you later.
Okay, the final one.
Top of the morning to you.
I beg your pardon.
Well, that's what you Irish say, isn't it?
Do you want something? Or are you just flaunting your xenophobia?
Well, I was trying to be sociable.
Is it a room you're after?
I guess.
That's not a bad idea. Do you have a vacancy?
I could. If you don't mind waiting until the last guest checks out.
No problem. When will that be?
When the Undertaker comes to collect him.
Whoa. Someone died in this hotel?
Do you know a man called Pegram?
Indeed I do. Are you a friend of his, by any chance?
Oh no. I'm just trying to track him down.
Me too. That son of a bitch should be locked away.
Did Pegram stay here?
Yes, he did. 6 nights plus breakfast.
Have you served any, clowns recently?
No. You're the first today.
Hey.
I'll try a glass of beer, please.
Is this your first pint of real ale?
Well, I guess so. What's real ale, anyhow?
Beer that's brewed from natural ingredients to traditional methods. It shouldn't be kept under pressure or refrigerated. And finally, it should have a good body and distinctive character.
In other words, it's flat and worn with bits in, and it makes you fall over.
Ew. I mean, I'm not really one to drink, but that sounds disgusting.
Hey, bartender?
Huh? Landlord, if you don't mind.
Sorry. Shake my hand, why don't you?
No, why should I do that? What have you got up your sleeve?
Nothing. Come on, just shake my hand.
Not just now, mister. I have to be careful on account of the health restrictions.
Oh, jeez.
Oh well.
Do you recognize...
No, sir.
No.
Does this...
No.
No. Just...
Do you recognize...
No.
Nah, it was a long shot.
Yeah.
Do you... I've got a score...
I don't want any trouble in the bar, mister. If it's a fight you're looking for, see Father Mahoney.
A priest? A man of the cloth?
Sure. And he teaches the boys how to box at the youth club. According to Mahoney, it develops character. Isn't that right, Pat? Didn't he teach you the art of pugilism?
Dial. Sorry, Michael. I was miles away. What did you say?
Never mind.
Look, I gotta be going.
What is this?
It was a beer-stained piece of toweling.
Can I grab it? No one gonna mind?
It was a beer-stained...
I guess not. This beer.
It was a short piece of wire, twisted into a rough circle. As I stared at the circle of wire, the old man snatched it away and put it in his coat.
Do I have to grab it while he's sneezing or something? Put it down for a while. Come on. Yoink.
As soon as the old guy looked away, I grabbed this piece of wire.
Just act natural. You won't suspect that the person standing right next to him is the one responsible for his necklace suddenly missing, right? What is this?
It was a trap door in the sidewalk.
Can I use my tool to open this as well, I wonder?
I tugged at the trap door, but it was locked from the inside.
I guess not. No. Okay. Go check out the castle. Hi there.
Hi, do you speak English? Well, no. What if I was to say no? An implication of cognizance shrouded in denial. A pretty poser of a paradox indeed.
I gave him the look I'd perfected when I was 12 and was going to be the greatest hypnotist of all time. It was a killer.
Are you attempting to hypnotize me, or is it the constipation you're suffering?
I was a little out of practice. Have you seen Professor Pegram?
No, he's packed up and gone.
Do you happen to know where?
Back in England, I suppose.
I wonder if we will go to England at some point.
What can you tell me about the castle?
Not much, I'm sorry to say. Most of its history is long forgotten. But if these old stones could only speak, what stories they'd tell. Stories to make your toes curl and your blood run cold. You know, this castle is said to be over 600 years old.
Would you like to shake my hand?
What is this? I don't do that male bonding stuff.
I'm not going to ever use this buzzer, am I?
Does this false nose mean anything to you?
You're a circus clown.
Have you any use for this towel?
Whatever gave you that idea? Oh dear me, no.
Does this curiously twisted piece of wire mean anything to you?
Oh dear. Now what would you be wanting with a cruel snare like that?
Oh, it's not mine. It belongs to the old guy in the bar.
Ah, yes, it would.
What do you make of...
Seems ordinary.
Okay. Yeah, I doubt the other items mean anything.
Do you recognize...
I can't read.
Do you rec...
No, but I will.
Yeah, no.
I have to go now. The gates were made of solid, age-blackened wood.
And locked.
Pushing with all my strength got me nowhere. They didn't budge. I really need to start working out.
Can I go anywhere else? I do think I remember making like a pile with these hay pieces to reach a window or something. What is this? Oh, this just goes back. Nothing else here? Yeah, just...
The gates were made...
Well, I got a couple items, but I'm guessing they will be used here and not somewhere else. Oh, what's this?
I tugged at the plastic cover, but it didn't move.
What is it?
It was a featureless plastic box, firmly attached to the wall of the building.
don't think I can just use an item on it.
It was a trap.
Yeah, how do I don't think I can even go back to Paris just now. It doesn't seem like there's an option. I do think I gotta get him to say something first.
Mr. Fitzgerald? What do you suppose this wire is used for?
How should I know?
See you later.
Yeah, I guess I... Wait, what if I tell him that the ghost was really the old man?
Do you know anything about...
He wouldn't let. I offered to help. I didn't want to see his smelly old hole anyhow.
Did anyone from the village...
Pegram bought some students and bums with him. He reckoned no one in Lochmarn would know what to look for. The only local guy who worked for him was Sean Fitzgerald.
Fitzgerald says he's never been anywhere near the dig.
He's having you on, mister.
What do you think this wire could be?
Stealing cars. There's only one problem.
The local policeman?
No. Nobody in Lochmarn has got a car.
See you later, kid.
Okay, mister.
Okay, I guess with this new piece of information I can talk to him again.
Mr. Fitzgerald? McGuire says he saw you working at the dig. What's more, he saw you talking with Pegram.
I knew this would happen. I knew I'd get caught.
I need to talk to Professor Pegram, if he's still alive.
What do you mean? Is he in danger?
Yeah, you too, if I'm right.
You're not from the Social Security.
Hell no. What makes you think that?
Well, I was claiming benefit at the same time I was working for Pegram.
I'm not in a position to make judgments, Sean. That's between you and your conscience. All I want is to talk to Pegram about the gem.
But he's not here.
I know that. But he left that package with you, didn't he?
What package?
So where did Pegram go?
I don't know. I swear it. He came to see me early this morning. Said he was leaving. He asked me to give this package to a guy called Marquet.
Show me what's in the package, Sean.
I can't do that.
Why not?
I promised the professor.
So what? You didn't have any qualms about your benefit scam. So where's the harm in taking a peek inside Pegram's package?
You don't know these people. I can't. I don't dare.
Same bar? Well, I've been talking to everyone in the bar. And one at a time.
This is your last chance to show me the package, Fitzgerald.
A lot of dialogue in this game.
I've been patient with you, but now it's time to kick ass.
But he'll kill me.
Who will?
The man from Paris. Jack Marquet. Pegram told me if I gave him the package unopened, I'd hear no more about it. But if I double-crossed Marquet, I'd be dead.
I'll deal with Jacques Marquet. Give the package to me.
No. Why should I trust you? I don't know who to trust anymore. I wish I'd never even heard of the Lochmarn gem.
The gem is in the package, isn't it? Oh, there he goes. What? Uh-oh.
Hey! I just seen a big red...
Get out of here, McGuire. Come back when you're old enough.
What's the lad howling about?
A big red sports car. Sean Fitzgerald's been runned over.
Oh dear.
Out! Noisy little tyke.
Maybe you should send out some medicinal brandy maker.
Oh, yes. And who's going to pay for it?
Not me.
Me too, neither.
I'm guessing that's my fault?
I was telling the truth about Fitzy, mister.
Okay, calm down. Now tell me what happened.
I was standing here, minding me own business, when I saw this beautiful red sports car coming up over the hill.
Would you look at that, says I. And I going over to take a closer look. Next thing,
So
Fitzy
no one
comes
here had a
tearing
car.
out of the pub and nearly knocks me on my ass. But the car just flies at him. It was too
Oh.
fast for poor old Fitzy. And hit him an awful wallop. He goes
Car is 3D as well.
flying up on top. Jesus, says I. I thought he was a goner. Next thing, the driver hops out. And I couldn't believe my eyes.
It's a Ferrari.
He was dressed like a bloody pixie.
I used to have I still have actually a model of that car, a Ferrari Testarossa. That's why I knew what it looked like. Well, now what? Can you go back here? Yeah, clearly it was intentional. They planned to run him over. I don't own an actual Ferrari. I own the model of a car. It's a lot cheaper than the real thing. I just recognized the shape and the doors and stuff. Oh, this is open now.
The plastic cover had been smashed and broken away, revealing a switch.
Will it open the trapdoor?
I pushed the switch down, but in doing so it snapped off in my hand.
Whoops.
The plastic cover had been smashed and... It was impossible to...
Okay, did that unlock the grate?
I
No.
tugged at the trapdoor, but it was locked from the inside.
Hmm. Or it might be a note. Maybe use the switch, the wire to put the switch back. Oh, well, I mean, I don't think I'm exactly stuck right now, but I think I'm gonna end the stream here and try and get into the castle next time. Well, I actually haven't saved at all. Yeah, might as well save in another slot. Let's see how much I've progressed. Is it 50% or 39%? Yeah, pretty good. For another 2 hours. But yeah. I think I'm gonna leave it here. Doing made quite a bit of progress, I think. Went to another area. Recovered the piece of the manuscript. Found the clown's identity. Went to Ireland. But yeah, still pretty fun. I mean, I'm glad I was able to remember everything necessary to get back on track on this game. I mean, like I said, it's been a while since I played this, so but I do want to try and beat it soon. So I won't be streaming this like once a week like I used to in other adventure games. So yeah, next part of this playthrough will probably be very soon. Maybe not tomorrow, but maybe either the day after tomorrow or something. But yeah, I want to try and make these make streams a little more frequent, or at least these multi-part streams be a little more not so far apart, so it's a little easier to follow the story. One of the things I'll be changing in the next year. So yeah, yeah. If you like these kind of games, adventure games, platformer, retro games in general, make sure to follow the channel. And if you missed the first part of this playthrough, it's already on my YouTube channel. I archive all my streams. This will also be there soon. Oh, yeah. Hope you had fun. Thank you very much for watching, and see you next time.